CBS News Miami.
Good afternoon, and thank you for joining us. I'm Najahe Sherman, and welcome to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Let's take a look at today's top stories.
Always alerting, always tracking. This is Next Weather.
And taking a live look at downtown Miami, we are tracking extreme heat. Let's get right to Next Weather meteorologist Cindy Pressler with the very latest.
Yeah, Najahe, it's a hot one again today. Our temperature high so far today is at 94 degrees. That would be 1 degree shy of tying the record today of 95. That was set back in 1981, so that one's been sitting for a while. And that heat advisory is going to continue through another day, through Thursday, so this heat really not going away just yet. Well, we're going to start increasing the humidity just a bit, and that's going to push that heat index to what it actually feels like between 105 and 110 during the afternoon. So that moisture will start coming back as we head into tomorrow. The Saharan dust is pretty much gone now, so we don't have that protecting us anymore. And we're going to see scattered showers and thunderstorms, and actually by this weekend, we may begin to see a pattern change. I'll explain that coming up in just a bit. But right now, we're down to 93 degrees, 93 at Homestead, Fort Lauderdale also in the lower 90s. But of course, when you add the humidity, what it actually feels like, 104, 101, Marathon, very hot down there. It feels like 109. The actual temperature this afternoon was up to 97 degrees. Water temperatures around the Keys, extremely warm, so that might be aiding to keep it very hot down in those areas. So showers and thunderstorms just starting to develop on the west side of the state. We have southeasterly winds, and you can see the sea breeze front coming in. So there is moisture at the lower levels. We probably are going to see some development along these little boundaries here. There's enough moisture to produce some storms here that are moving eastward. I do expect to see some development probably in the next couple of hours across Miami-Dade County, at least according to our models. We're going to take this hour by hour. So by 5 o'clock, we should have some showers developing here in Miami-Dade and spreading across Broward, and then not much more than that, then tapering off. So this evening, partly cloudy skies, but again, it's going to be very warm. Friday, Thursday, yes, we're going to see more development tomorrow. Look at this by the afternoon. 3 o'clock, lots of showers and storms migrating toward the coastal areas late in the afternoon. And Friday, it looks like these storms will continue a little bit later into the evening hours. Again, a pretty good chance that we will see some scattered showers and thunderstorms, at least drop those temperatures temporarily. Rain chances up 60% Thursday, 50% into the weekend. And next week, tracking the tropics right now, we're watching this little system out here. It's disorganized, but it has about a 40 to 50% chance that it could come into something. There's plenty of dust out there, and of course those water temperatures are extremely warm, so there's a lot of things helping it out at this point. Here's your forecast. Temperatures topping out in the low to mid 90s, but we're going to see better chances for rain through the weekend and into next week, so a little bit of a change.
All right, thank you, Cindy. Now to an important warning for parents. So far this year, there have been 10 hot car deaths across the country. Florida has the most. 5 of those tragedies happened right here in our state. CBS News Miami's Terry Hornstein has important information for parents.
It's the middle of summer, and it's really been brutally hot this year here in Florida as well as across the country. And the experts warn to not leave a pet or a child in a car even for a few minutes. And we wanted to see how quickly a car can heat up. So my photographer left 2 thermometers in his SUV for less than an hour. One of the thermometers tops out at 120 degrees, the other at 110. And when he got back, both were at their peak, not even registering how hot it truly was. The one that topped out at 120 degrees, in fact, it was broken. We went to Hollywood Fire Rescue to talk to the EMS division chief about how dangerous temperatures like this can be and some advice to help remind parents to slow down and remember who they have with them at all times.
Within minutes, this could become a life-threatening issue. So we can't look at it as, oh, the baby's just in there for a few minutes. That could be very bad. Once the core temperature raises to about 104 degrees, now you're looking at heat stroke. Maybe just a little bit of mindfulness. Take a deep breath, slow yourself down, recognize who you have with you.
There are a few other tips to remind parents. Never leave your child in the car, even for a few minutes. If you drop your child at daycare, tell the daycare to call you right away if your child doesn't show up. Leave a phone or a purse in the back seat with the child. Make sure your kid can't get into the car on their own. Of course, keep it locked. And another important tip, announce who is getting each child out of the car when you stop to not cause any confusion. And if you ever see a child in a car alone, call for help immediately. There's also technology available now to help to remind parents there are children still in their car, left in the car seats, including car seats with sensors and sensor pads you can purchase online. In Fort Lauderdale, Terry Hornstein, CBS News, Miami.
Thank you, Terry. Newly appointed Broward County School Superintendent Dr. Peter Licata sat down with CBS News Miami. It's just one day after his contract was formally approved. CBS News Miami's Joan Murray has the preview.
Newly installed Broward School Superintendent Dr. Peter Licata has been on the job about a day. We sat down with him to discuss some of his goals. Here's what he had to say.
Your vision for the district right now?
So the vision for the district is obviously for people to trust it. It's fair to say that there's some trust issues. It's not beating up anyone or being critical of anyone in the past, but it's not the whole system. And unfortunately, the whole system is being tagged with some things. It's not the whole system. So we want to get rid of that. The other thing we want to be known for is the best choice.
Licata had a lot more to say. You can see the complete interview, CBS Miami at 5 and 6. In Fort Lauderdale, Joan Murray, CBS News Miami.
Right now, alarming allegations against a South Florida middle school teacher. Police say 26-year-old Marti McCullough has been arrested. He's accused of having an inappropriate relationship with a 12-year-old student. According to the arrest report, McCullough is a teacher at Horace Mann Middle School in El Portal. Authorities say the relationship began in 2022. Investigators say McCullough and the victim began using social media to communicate on a regular basis. He's facing several charges, including molestation of a child. A judge has ruled to allow a reenactment of the Stoneman Douglas shooting to take place. The judge wants the reenactment to happen before the start of the school year. This is all part of a civil lawsuit. The purpose is to prove that former school resource officer Scott Peterson heard more than 70 gunshots and failed to act. Peterson, as you might recall, was found not guilty last month in the criminal child neglect charges against him. When we come back, see how police are pushing back on a major property crime theft ring. It is a CBS News Miami investigation. Keep it here. Welcome back to CBS News Miami's 4 p.m. Quickcast. Another bust in a property crime theft ring in Broward. Nearly a dozen illegal squatters have been removed from the home at the center of a theft case. CBS News Miami's Joe Gorcho has the report.
It's another new development in our months-long investigation into a local property crime theft ring. On Tuesday, Fort Lauderdale police helped remove what they describe as illegal squatters from the stolen property, which you see behind me. We witnessed law enforcement kick out 7 men, 2 women, and a child on Tuesday morning, all left peacefully, grabbing their belongings and either walking or driving away at the time. No one removed from the home shared with us if they knew that this Seabreeze Boulevard property was the subject of a property theft investigation we profiled last October. We uncovered Tyrone Jones allegedly creating a fictitious person to become executor of the estate on this Seabreeze Boulevard home. He was arrested last October. The Broward Property Appraiser's Crimes Against Property team spearheaded the effort to catch Jones. Last March, his office's investigators discovered Jones led a crime ring that tried to fraudulently acquire 14 properties in Broward County worth more than $12 million. And they believe he was renting out the fraudulently acquired Seabreeze property for over a year.
We only started about a year ago. We've had about 185 cases, and every case is a little bit different. And in every case, what we do evolves a little bit. Our underlying goal at the end of the day is just to help protect the community and to hold people accountable.
Are you surprised that they were still living in this home after Tyrone's arrest?
No, because they know the system. They know how to stay there until the courts throw them out.
Now, for more on how one alleged crime against a neighbor sped up the process to remove the illegal squatters, visit our website at cbsnewsmiami.com. Joe Gorcho, CBS News Miami.
And now to a crime caught on camera. A thief made off with some really high-dollar merchandise, including Chanel, Louis Vuitton, and Gucci purses. The suspect caught on camera. Take a look.
Received this video from Season 2 Consign. The crime happened at their location in Weston on July 8th. In the video, you see the suspect taking purses off store shelves and putting them into a container. At one point, you see the suspect kicking a door 1, 2, 3 times before the door breaks open and the thief continues to steal more items. In total, store owners tell us the suspect made off with about $180,000 in merchandise, including this nearly $25,000 Hermes bag and this one listed at nearly $20,000.
We have put a comprehensive list of these items with serial numbers on our website. Go to cbsmiami.com. If you have any information, contact the Broward Sheriff's Department Weston Division. City of Miami Mayor Francis Suarez is now on unpaid leave from an outside job. It's at Quinn Emanuel Law Firm. This is according to our news partners at the Miami Herald. The move comes as Suarez recently announced a bid for the Republican nomination for president. Last month, Mayor Suarez made headlines. That's after reports emerged that he earned about $200,000 over the past 2 years working for the firm. Suarez has yet to comment on the announcement. Turning now to sports, Messi Mania continues. The soccer superstar is in town ahead of this weekend's major unveiling event. CBS News Miami's Trish Christakis is in Fort Lauderdale, where Inter Miami is practicing today.
No Messi today, but with security, you would have thought he would have been here. It was on high alert, let me tell you. We didn't see Messi, but we did see David Beckham. He was out in the field. Hey, take a look at this video. Here he is in his white tee, juggling the ball around the field, getting loose, and it was a big day for Beckham. Tata Martino, their new head coach, had his first training session this week on top of Messi arriving. He got here yesterday afternoon, landing around 1 p.m. at Fort Lauderdale Executive Airport, so a lot of paperwork likely getting signed and filed this week. Now, we spoke to goalkeeper Drake Callender at practice this morning. He says he has not seen or met Messi yet, but there is a lot of excitement going on right now.
It's amazing. I mean, I've seen the growth of this club from year one, and to be a part of that, I'm super grateful for. And you know, going on 4 years here, it's great to see new players come to the team, help expand the league, raise the level of play.
Now, were there hopes of seeing him today? Of course, but are we surprised he wasn't here? In the same breath, not really, because they're likely saving that big moment for this weekend, which Chelsea will, of course, be at. And I'm having my fingers crossed that it's not as hot Sunday as it is today, but 95 degrees or 75 degrees will be there regardless. So stick with us here on CBS for all that Messi Mania that we're covering coming up this weekend. Trish Christakis, back to you guys.
All right, looking forward to it all. Thank you, Trish. Happening tonight, who could use an extra $1 billion? I know I'm raising my hand. The Powerball Jackpot is up for grabs. Once again, this is the jumbo jackpot. The jackpot for tonight's drawing is at $750 million. That's after no one matched all the winning numbers in Monday night's drawing. You can watch tonight's drawing right here on CBS News Miami right before our 11 o'clock show. And that's your Quickcast. I'm Najahe Sherman. Stay tuned for more news right here on CBS News Miami.